Oh, Lola, Winter Knight here, and today we are back with some more Series 2 action. Sorry for the delay, but we're back with that heat. This is based off Hari's team that he used at OCIC, featuring MausApe with Fairy Roaring Moon and Fairy Arcanine. Have changed up the sets a bit just to better suit my playstyle. He was using Water Sylveon, we are using Ground Sylveon with Helping Hand over Quick Attack. That's just so we are a little better into Garganacl. And then we're also running Protect on Bundle instead of Encore, and Super Fang on Maushold because Super Fang is super clutch. So we'll get into it, I'll show you guys some matches, but before we do, if you could, please like and subscribe. Your support means the world to me, so let's do it. Alright, first up today we have Nacho with a very interesting double Intimidate team. He has Iron Hands, Garganacl, Iron Moth, Amoonguss, Gyarados, and Crocodile. I haven't seen a whole lot of Crocodile. I do love the design, as always. Been one of my favorites. Starting off, we'll just go right into it with MausApe, bring Sylveon, and Roaring Moon in the back. I wanted to bring Sylveon because it is Ground Tera, so it'll be very good into Garganacl. And if they're Ghost Tera, then we'll have Roaring Moon in the back to bust out the big throat chop. But don't have a whole lot to stop MausApe. Besides possibly try to fake out, so we'll just lead that, get right into it, and see what we can do here. So he is taking his time. I guess he was trying to figure out what he did into MausApe as well, because he can't lead two of his mons because they have Intimidate and we're Defiant, so he's gonna have to kind of shuffle around the ape here. And that's why it pairs so nicely with Roaring Moon to help make sure that they don't lead Intimidate into Moon and drop that attack stat. We are speed boosting on Roaring Moon just to make sure that we can get up our Tailwind safely. Cool trainer card, cool trainer card. Alright, GG's to not. Good luck, have fun to Nacho, let's get it. So he does lead Garg and Hands here. So expecting the fake out here. I could have went Ghost on Maushold, but I did want to just save that in case Sylveon needed it. So we'll just double protect here. I don't expect this to be Swords Dance Iron Hands. I expect a fake out and Assault Cure, so we'll just play it safe. Fake out comes out from Pharaoh Palms. Our little mouse family stays safe. So not a lot he can do to stop it here. Double check, make sure he didn't have any switches. Make sure what we got in the back. And we'll just go straight. Thought about Super Fang the guard, but I didn't want it to Ghost Tera on us and then us go down to a Drain Punch, so we'll just go straight for the beat up and then Rage Fist the Iron Hands there. I don't know that this will KO, but it will at least do a good chunk of damage, and it will set Annihilape up for the rest of the game. Angry Monkey coming at him. He does just barely survive. We'll get most of his health back here with the Drain Punch. That's okay. Another one will do it. And we were able to set up Annihilape for the end game. So I guess Assault Cure off. That's okay. We are Citrus Berry and we do have Drain Punch. So we can counteract that a little bit with our healing. So we'll go ahead and bring Sylveon out. Also, Helping Hand pairs very well with Rage Fist once you get that beat up off. So we'll just go straight for it. Tera Ground, Tera Blast into the Garg here, and we'll finish off the Iron Hands with a Rage Fist. He does retreat with the hands. Out comes Amoonguss. Amoonguss is not going to want to take this, I promise you. So Sylveon doing her best Atlas impression with the world on her head. But Garg does protect. So Rage Fist comes out, and as expected, Amoonguss goes right down to that. Tera Blast goes into protect, a little more Salt Cure chipping down on us. Ferapalilla, that is Iron Moth, okay. Got the nice shiny Iron Moth there. We'll get its booster going, and it is special attack boosting. So, contemplating, I could just Tera Blast the Moth here, but I do want to get some damage on the Garg, force it to at least click protect, or I'm sorry, at least click recover. And want to see how much the Tera Blast does without the Throat Spray boost, and then we'll just go right out into Roaring Moon. Of course, the Rage Fist boost will still be active when we come back in. We didn't have any bulk up boost, so it's smart play to switch here. If they do attack that slot with the Iron Moth, we should be perfectly safe. So we'll get our own booster going as they Fiery Dance. And they will get the special attack boost, so now this Moth is all the way set up. That does a good half there to Garg. They will just quick recover though. So now we'll just go Tera Blast into the Moth and get up our Tailwind here. But they retreat the Moth, so Iron Hands will come back in here. But we'll at least be able to finish it off, prevent any more fake outs from coming out. Doesn't quite pick up though, as you can see. Most likely AV there, so it easily lives the Tera Blast. They will get the Salt Cure off on Roaring Moon. So I just decided to attack with both. I'm gonna fake somebody out, so we don't want to call it wrong. So Moon gets flinched here. But we will finish off hands with the Hyper Voice. Finally get our Throat Spray activated. So I went ahead and clicked Hyper Voice there. That way we could get the special attack boost. Moon lives on 11 from the Salt Cure there. so they bring the Moth back out. So we'll Tera Blast the Moth and switch back out into Annihilape here while we still have Tailwind. That way we can save Moon for the end if needed. I don't believe my opponent has Tera just yet. I'm not sure why, but I expect he was saving it for the Garg. With him not tearing at this point, I'm guessing he is poison on the Garg, so possibly that would be why he hasn't tera'd. But we do outspeed the Moth with the Tailwind, and it goes nighty-night. So now 3v1 with Garg. We do have boosted Rage Fist and the ground attack into it. We'll just click Rage Fist just to be safe, but battle was canceled. GG's to my opponent. Alright, so next up we have Dario, also rocking the Iron Hands Garganacl team, but he has the Iron Bundle, Talonflame, Farigiraf, and Fluttermane. So we will lead Roaring Moon, that way if he leads Farig, we will have the Throat Chop into it. And don't want to lead MausApe into this because he could lead Talonflame and Flutter and would threaten big damage into it. So we'll just bring Sylveon in the front with Moon, and then we'll bring Goblin and Mouse House in the back. Good luck, have fun to Dario. So he's swagged out with his Kobe's arm, and he does lead Hands and Flutter. So we will outspeed thanks to the booster energy. Could Tera here and Tailwind, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to waste the Tera. We'll go ahead and try to attack with Sylveon. He may call this and fake out the Sylveon slot, but if so, that is just fine, which that's what he does. But he goes Moonblast into the Roaring Moon slot, so that's okay. We break even there on turn 1. So we'll go ahead and Tera the Moon here. That way we can safely get up the Tailwind, and then we'll go Hyper Voice. Go ahead and try and get boosted up on Sylveon. So I do like the Fairy on Moon. It is nice. That way it doesn't make you weak to ground moves like if you were to go Fire or Steel, but it still makes him able to take those fighting and fairy moves a bit better. So they will go ahead and Tera the Iron Hands here. They go Grass. So we'll get up our Tailwind. Lucky for them, we are not Booster Energy. I'm sorry, we're not Flying Tera Acrobatics on Moon. Moonblast still does a good chunk, but we do a chunk back and raise our special attack with the Throat Spray, but they show us the Iron Head. Was not expecting that, but Sylveon does live. So we'll just go Breaking Swipe here, try to lower the Hands attack a bit. I'm expecting the Protect on Fluttermane, that's why I didn't just go for the Throat Chop here. They're probably going to Protect Flutter and attack into Moon, but that's fine as long as we get some damage on the Hands. We can clean up the Flutter. So that's exactly what they do. Breaking Swipe comes out. Hyper Voice damage looking a lot better now, but they just go ahead and wild charge that slot. I was expecting Iron Head. I'm not sure why they didn't do that. That way they could save themselves a bit of chip damage, but whatever, Moon goes down there. So now we can safely bring in the Annihilape. We are still in Tailwind. Just want to check the speed stats here. So we'll safely be able to Rage Fist the Flutter slot. And another Hyper Voice should pick up the hands. So down goes Flutter. And hands goes Nighty Night as well. So I'm guessing they have Garg in the back because everyone who plays Garg always has Garg in the back. It's just how it is. Garg is good into everything, so it usually gets brought. And they've got Bundle, so Shiny Bundle showing out. So they're not Booster Bundle, and we are still in Tailwind. Expecting a possible Protect here, but we'll just go ahead and Rage Fist. Or, I'm sorry. Trying to decide if I wanted to bulk up, but we'll go ahead and Drain Punch the Bundle and just Hyper Voice. So we bring it down to Sash there on the crit. They do freeze dry the Sylveon, so it will go down there. That's about what I expected. And Salt Cure procs. So Tailwind does Peter. We'll bring out Maushold here. At this point, I was thinking they still had Tera, so they would go Ghost on the Garg. Or I was thinking it was possible, so we just beat up the Bundle, try and get rid of it. And we'll go ahead and try for the Drain Punch. I was half expecting a Ghost Tera here, despite them already having used their Tera. But they Protect, so we could have beat up our own Ape, but it's alright. Drain Punch does decent chunk of damage there. We get back to full health as the Salt Cure comes out onto the mouse. So I could go for the same play here, just Drain Punch again and beat up to take out the Bundle. But I want to go ahead and get my Rage Fist boosted up here. So we'll go ahead and Rage Fist the Bundle and just beat up our Ape. That way we have a little extra bit of damage. Like I said, I was half expecting them to Ghost Tera at this point. But after this turn, I realized they had already used Tera, so that's why I hadn't Super Fanged the Garg at this point. Freeze Dry comes out into Ape. Luckily, they don't get the freeze here. So we'll just get a couple beat ups off. Finish off the Bundle. they just go recover on up back to full health. But I know we're good at this point because I realized they can't Tera, so we could just go Super Fang into Drain Punch if necessary. Proc our berry, so we get back up into the green. And I kind of just wanted to see how much the Rage Fist would do here, so we'll go Super Fang into Rage Fist. So with the Purifying Salt, it does live there, and they'll get off the recover. But we could comfortably take a couple more Salt Cure chips. So we're in a good position here. I do expect them to protect here, so we'll go ahead and bulk up. Try to Super Fang if they'll let us. That way we could keep them in recover range. If we can keep them quick and recover, then things are all good. Super Fang goes into protect. We'll go ahead and bulk up. We'll just go Drain Punch, Super Fang here. But standard guard player, he does go for the double protect and gets it. Luckily we have plenty of health here, so we could take another round of Salt Cure comfortably. This is a great way to handle guard players though. Force them to Tera early, that way you can finish them off with the Super Fang Drain Punch combo at the end. Super Fang just so good, great into Dondozo as well. That was a big reason why I decided to run it over Encore or possibly Baby Doll Eyes, Taunt, anything like that, because Super Fang is just so handy to just cut that HP bar in half. So they failed the triple protect. Get the Fang off and the Drain Punch. Nighty night. GG's to my opponent. He was playing to his outs. That's what you gotta do. I can't fault him for that. So as you can see, MausApe still going in on the ladder. So that'll be it for today. Test out the team, let me know how you like it, and we will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.